By order of the prince. This is your rations and firewood for the month. Please, have mercy. One bite of this poisonous lump means death. Once you fall into the hands of me, Zhao the tiger, if you're a dragon, you'd better coil up. If you're a tiger, you'd better lie low. Brothers, let's head back to town for a drink. If it weren't for that jinx in your family, would we have ended up like this? Suwan, you still have the nerve to smile? You're the death of me. Premium open-pit shallow smokeless coal. The heating power is absolutely explosive. Wild high-starch potatoes. Definitely an extremely rare cold-resistant mutant strain. Wanner. She's been scared out of her wits. Crying? Can crying generate heat? Once the tears flow out, in 3 seconds, they'll freeze your eyelids to your sockets. Don't you know basic common sense? Dad, stop it. Save your strength. This is a damn natural barbecue spot. A barbecue spot. Whoever doesn't want to freeze to death, go right now, immediately, and haul that pile of coal over here. Then head to the north wind slope over there. You want us to haul the black devil stones? Are you insane? That's poison filth, tainted with evil spirits. Burning it will kill people. Evil spirits my foot. That's called coal. What kills people isn't the stone. It's incomplete combustion in a sealed space, producing carbon monoxide poisoning. A bunch who never even had 9 years of compulsory education. Ancient illiterates. Enough with the nonsense, haul it. Using blood and mud to build a stove. Won't it just melt the moment you light a fire? That's pure fantasy. This is using the extreme cold to make the mud freeze rapidly, forming a temporary fireproof layer. U-shaped smoke vent done. Warm and non-toxic. There really is no toxic smoke. You saved the whole family, humph. You just got lucky, that's all. What's there to be smug about? Now that we have fire, next is preparing the ingredients. These greenish poison lumps absolutely cannot be eaten. One bite and not even the gods can save you. Dad, let go, these are potatoes. The green sprouted parts contain toxic solanine. Su Ching Ching, come scrub them. Why me? I won't wash them. This water is freezing cold and there's poison on these. I won't wash. Then get out of this snow pit. I'll count to 3. 1, 2. Child, quick, cut a piece for uncle to satisfy his craving. Eating it raw works too, right? If you want to eat, hold it in. Now it's my cooking time. What a waste of good food. How can you smear oil on the bottom of the pan? You should just chew it raw. Sister Huan Huan. Can this poison lump really be eaten? Didn't you say eating these potatoes makes you foam at the mouth? And grow tumors? Crispy outside, tender inside, though it's missing a bit of chili powder and cumin. But these iron plate potato meat slices in -30 degrees are simply amazing. Dad, have a slice. So delicious. In all my years in the capital, I've eaten so many delicacies from land and sea, yet none of them compare to this single bite. You want to eat? Fine. Go gather firewood, dig snow for water, wash the dishes. We don't feed idlers here. I'll wash, I'll do it. Water, save 2 slices for me, please, I'm begging you. My prince, I just sent a scout to secretly listen in down there. They say that criminal woman calls this iron plate grilling. And asked if the man on the wall would sell chili powder and rock salt in exchange for a bowl of dripping iron plate potatoes. Especially last night's iron plate potato slices were so filling. Oh, Lord Zhao, bringing a cart so early. Are you here to deliver our breakfast? How are you not dead? This is impossible. Are you blind? With my niece here, any poison can become a supreme delicacy. The Su family is spared the trip to Death Valley. The whole clan is assigned to serve in the Cook Corps. The Cook Corps, fine by us. As long as room and board are covered. Can a pampered young lady even chop vegetables? Our cook camp doesn't feed useless people, ha ha ha. Not getting sick from eating this trash is a miracle. If you're so capable, conjure up some meat. Today I'll not only conjure up meat, I'll also conjure up for you the finest wild high protein. Fishing? Ha ha ha. If you can pull a fish out of that ice hole today, I'll eat this cutting board, sure, ha ha ha. Get your teeth ready. There's low oxygen under the ice. The pressure difference is the key. Uncle, chisel it at a 45-degree angle slanting inward. Playing tricks and putting on airs. I'll see just how you lure a fish up. Amazing. Warner, did you stock up from the Dragon King himself? Old Wang, what are you standing around for? Get your cutting board ready. I love watching people eat wood raw. Hurry up and bring a basket to collect the fish, ha ha ha. Lady Sue, take it easy with the chopping. Don't hurt those magic hands of yours. Let me massage your back. Get out of the way, don't block the pot. Old Wang, heat the pot and add lard. The fish head must first be pan-fried golden on both sides in hot oil. This breaks down the fishy proteins and helps it emulsify fully later. Northern Wilderness specialty snow lotus fruit for flavor, and wild-aged ginseng for you malnourished ancient people to build up your bodies. What is this smell? The meat aroma isn't right. It's 100 times more fragrant than meat. And there's a warm medicinal scent. It seems to come from the cook camp. Go check it out. Even if I die today, I'll die with a full belly. Old Wang, what poisoned food are you eating behind your brother's backs? Hand it over. Divine. The collagen from this wild bighead carp is simply incredible. That drooling centurion wants some premium wild ginseng bighead carp soup. Trade the fine iron from your army camp, or good iron or sheepskin for it. I'll trade, I'll damn well trade everything. Lady, give me a big bowl with extra fish meat. So delicious. I'd like to see who dares to cause trouble again. He phone. Here, General. Go investigate what medicine she put in that pot. And bring me a bowl too. I'll supervise personally. About 188 centimeters tall. Broad shoulders and back. Extremely dense muscle. Just too pale in the face. Classic sign of long-term carbohydrate deficiency. Low blood sugar and depleted qi and blood. How dare you? Kneel before the prince. Let me correct you. That's called cumin and wild potatoes. Not some devilish poison nonsense. I hear this soup of yours can make one's blood surge. And turn men wild as madmen. I suspect you've poisoned it. So, my prince, my cook camp has rules. Just now, when they drank the soup, they traded gold, iron shovels and sheepskin for it. You, the noble prince of the north, want this bowl of prime soup. It wouldn't be right without something to sweeten the deal. Interesting. In all the northern wilderness, you're the first woman who dares to bargain with me. Speak, what do you want? First, I want the rights to use the Black Death Stone. Second, I want 5 carts of fresh cattle and sheep manure. Third, I want discarded glazed tiles. Fourth, lend me 20 strong soldiers. What do you want all this for? Farming, of course. If I don't farm, am I supposed to conjure fish for you every day? No matter how many fish are under the moat, they can't feed 100,000 troops for a month. Farming? Ha 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 ha. My prince, I'm terribly sorry, the heavy snow has blocked the mountain and cut the grain routes. This last batch of old grain has to triple in price. Not a single copper less. Or your 100,000 troops will be gnawing bark tomorrow. Boss Yen, triple the price? You're profiting off a national disaster. Business is business. If you think it's too expensive, you're free not to buy. As for this criminal woman spouting wild claims, farming on the frozen tundra of the northern wilderness. Ha 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 ha. That's the biggest joke under heaven. Do you have any idea? 1 meter below ground. It's all frozen soil hard as iron. If you can grow even a single leafy vegetable, I'll swallow the frozen soil of the Black Death Stone raw today. You said it yourself. Boss Chen, just eating dirt is no fun. Do you dare to make a bet with me? Just 1 month. If I grow off-season vegetables, all the grain you've hoarded, with interest, will be donated for free to the Northern Army. Ha 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 ha, fine. But if you fail, your life, plus the secret recipe for wild ginseng big head carp soup, all belong to me. Ha ha ha. It's a deal, with the prince as witness. In 1 month, I'll see just how you die, ha ha ha. He Feng, give him the authorization. The wasteland and manure he asked for, the broken tiles, give it all to him. And assign him 50 of the strongest soldiers. Brothers, Lady Sue said the deeper we dig, the thicker the fish slices at lunch. So dig with all your might. This ground is frozen hard as stone. How deep do we have to dig anyway? Keep going down. We must break through the 2-meter frozen bottom layer. Once we break through the frozen layer, the underground constant temperature zone can provide geothermal insulation. This is using the Earth's heat retention effect. Take all the cattle and sheep manure the prince granted us. And pour it all in. Lady Sue. Are you building an outhouse or farming? So uncultured, this is called a biological heat reactor. As microbes break down organic matter, they release astonishing amounts of heat, reaching up to 60 degrees. This is a pure natural underfloor heating boiler. Brothers, the manure is spread. Set these glazed tiles at a 45-degree angle facing due south. Lay them all over the greenhouse frame for me. Seal the gaps tight with mud. Damn, why is it so hot in this earthen shed? I feel like I'm in a bathhouse. Interior temperature 25 degrees above zero. Humidity 70%, the fermentation bed is working perfectly. Plant them. Remember to space them wide. What grows will be so big it'll scare your prince to death. Boss Yu's wife has arrived. If that drunken Sioux woman can't grow live vegetables, his life along with that secret recipe belongs to me, a humble commoner. Qian Jinbao. Don't push it too far. You're courting death. What's all this shouting? So early in the morning, can't a person sleep? Humph. My prince. Bring your men and come with me to the Black Death Forest. The moment to witness a miracle has arrived. This is clearly a damn burial mound. You buried the seeds in this frozen dirt. Are you trying to make them ascend to immortality underground? Ha 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 ha. Jean Dabiao. Here. Lift the curtain first and let these ancient country bumpkins who've never seen the world open their eyes. The vegetables are ready to eat. The lady is an immortal descended to earth. Boss Qian, now open your mouth. Eat the dirt, go on, eat it. This soil from the Black Death Stone is premium black loam. Rich in nutrients. My prince, this humble commoner, I was only joking. This soil is frozen hard as iron. Eating it could kill someone. Those 100,000 loads of grain, I'll sell to the army camp at half price. Please have mercy, my prince. The rule of the Northern Army. A ruler's word is never a joke. He Feng. Present, sir. Immediately seize all of the Qian family's granaries. Not a single grain of rice may go missing. Ha 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 ha. Wang Yuan, you can't just rob me openly. I've got the Ministry of Revenue in the capital backing me. He talks too much. Since he doesn't want to eat it himself, you help him out. Hey. Swallow the premium soil Lady Sue granted you. Spit it out and I'll end your life, you hear me? How on earth did you do this? A month ago. This was nothing but frozen tundra. Just basic thermodynamics plus the greenhouse effect. Ferment cattle and sheep manure to generate heat. Then use glazed tiles to form a one-way channel for the sun's heat radiation. As long as it's sealed off from the outside air, the soil temperature here can stay at 20 degrees above zero. There are only 20,000 loads left. Qian Jinbao held back the rest. He moved the bulk of it away. These 20,000 loads can only feed our army for 7 days. Sue, how long can the vegetables in these 5 sheds last? Zhang Dabiao, bring the hoe. Dig up all the potatoes in shed number 2 for me. Damn, what the hell kind of monster is this? My prince, catch. The finest fertile fields in the water towns of the south yield no more than 300 caddies of wheat per moo. How much can this thing produce per moo? If we scale it up, 6,000 to 8,000 caddies per moo is no problem. The grain Hifeng seized only lasts 7 days. And these 7 days are our window to defy fate itself, my prince. Command of 100,000 troops. Do you dare lend it to me for 7 days? As long as it keeps the army alive. These 100,000 soldiers, for these 7 days, will answer to you alone, no matter the risk. Disobey and be executed. Zhang Dabiao. Go dig up every potato in all the sheds. Cut them into chunks and coat them with wood ash. I want the seed stock expanded to the maximum within 3 days. Hifeng, take 5,000 cavalry. And within a 50-li radius, gather all the cattle dung from every tribe and herder. Haul back every bit of sheep and horse manure for me. 5 greenhouses can't save 100,000 people. Here in the Black Death Forest, I'm going to build a full 1,000 greenhouses. 1,000? Where will you get that many glazed tiles? Where will you get that much heat? My prince, today I'll show you what central heating means. What man-made heavenly fire means. Wonder, what in the world are you building now? This is called a super-large biogas digester. In an oxygen-free environment, manure produces methane bacteria. As they consume the manure, they release gas, and that gas is methane. Passing gas. The gas travels through these pipes to beneath the greenhouses. Just light it. And we get a flame purer and more stable than coal, burning at a higher temperature. Impossible. How could dung ever catch fire? You're talking utter nonsense. Shut your mouth if you're ignorant. Just don't wet yourself from fright in a moment. The pipes are laid. Ready the valve. Fire, Blue fire. No coal, yet it shot out flames. It's a miracle. So this is the methane you spoke of. That's right, my prince. Central heating, done. Now to solve the hunger problem. Potatoes yield plenty. But boiling and eating them plain gets tiresome. And they don't keep for long. Sis, my hands are about to split open. Filter the grated potato water through cheesecloth. The white powder that settles out is pure starch. Add warm water to gelatinize it. Knead it into a dough. And press it straight into a pot of rolling boiling water. These are called potato glass noodles. Dry them out and they'll keep a whole year without spoiling. Old Wang, heat the pot and melt the lard. Turn up the fire, pour in the oil. Dump in all the pickled cabbage and stir-fry out that sour aroma. Finally add boiling water and drop in the noodles. Fire away. So delicious. It's so good I could die. One pot of noodles. And she won over the hearts of 100,000 troops. This woman can't be allowed to live. But she can't be lost either. He phone. Go invite her over. Remember. It's an invitation. Hey. My prince, is the food to your liking? No refunds if it's not tasty, Sue. I admit I misjudged you. You alone are worth my 100,000 elite troops. Name it. Gold and jewels. High office and rich rewards. Or the seat of Princess of the North. I can grant you any of them. My prince, you think too small. I don't want office, I won't be a princess. I want the development rights to all of the northern wilderness. Priority purchasing rights to gold and iron ore. And your 100,000 troops to shed their armor in the off-season. And open Wasteland, build roads, and dig manure for me. Using my northern army as free labor. This woman's gone mad. You want to hire my 100,000 iron cavalry to dig manure. I can agree to that. But on one condition. From now on, my 3 meals a day must be cooked by your own hands. Miss one meal and I'll level your factory. The temperature's right. My prince, give it a try. Molten iron like water. So it's actually real. This is truly a divine weapon. Suwan. What kind of sorceress are you, and where did you come from? I told you, this is science. The steel's been forged and everyone's fed. My prince. About the business empire we discussed, an imperial decree has arrived. Imperial guards. Prince of the North, Xiao Yuan, receive the decree. Your subject Xiao Yuan receives the decree. By the mandate of heaven, the emperor proclaims, we hear an auspicious omen has descended on the northern wilderness, that the criminal's daughter Suwan wields demonic arts, able to grow living crops amid ice and snow. Such secret knowledge concerns the very foundation of the realm, and must be seized and made property of the state. We command the Prince of the North, Xiao Yuan, to immediately place the criminal Suwan in shackles, and hand her over to the ministry for interrogation. Should he dare defy this decree, it shall be treated as treason. So it is ordered. We're finished. This will drive our whole family to death. Why don't you kneel and give thanks for the decree? Guards, seize the one called Suwan for me. My prince, what are you doing? Ah. Let's see who dares lay a hand on her. Rebellion, is this an act of treason? Absolutely not. Wasn't the furnace running just a bit short on heat? That's right. It really was short by a bit of easily burnt scrap paper. Good. You're insane. This is an imperial decree. This is treason. Go back and tell that useless fool on the dragon throne. The northern wilderness is my northern wilderness. Suwan is my woman. A single strand of her hair is worth more than the entire realm. If he wants to touch her, let him bring the imperial guard himself. And try the new blade in my hand. Now get out. Suwan. I'm a rough man. I don't know the sweet honeyed words of scholars, but I do know. This northern wilderness can't do without you, and neither can I. Marry me. Be the princess of the north. And from now on 100,000 cavalry will guard you to the death. Anyone who dares touch you, I'll level this whole world. Being a princess means bound by rules every day. And dealing with all that palace intrigue drama, I don't care for any princess title. Isn't making money and building infrastructure better? This is the Northern Wilderness United Groups. Employment Agreement for Chief Security Captain and Partner. Article 1, the chairman can only be me. Article 2, your army must build roads and factories for me in the off-season. Article 3, my personal property is sacred and inviolable. Break the contract and you leave with nothing. If you agree, I'll reluctantly hire you as my live-in husband. Sign it and I'll feed you from now on. Fine. Humph. I'll marry into your household. But from this day forward, my position and my person, you must take responsibility for, to the very end. Dare to run, and I'll melt you down in that furnace you built. Deal. Tomorrow morning I want Buddha jumps over the wall. Showing off by burning the emperor's decree felt great. But you don't think that old fox of an emperor We'll just cry in the capital over a few insults, do you? Chairman Su. Do you mean? The court will send troops to attack the northern wilderness right away? That would be his worst option anyway. With the heavy snow sealing the mountains, the Imperial Guard would just be marching to their deaths. The Emperor's most vicious move is surely an economic blockade. Consort Wang, if I were the Emperor, my first step would be to cut off every supply line to the northern wilderness. The second step, wait until my northern army can't even lift a blade, then send troops to take over. But if the court's army marches in come spring, these few greenhouses of ours can't hold them off at all. Who says we can't hold them off? In my eyes, they're no different from paper. Zhang Dabiao. Take men to the hills behind the Black Forest and dig up limestone. He Feng, go. Take today's freshly smelted steel, and the waste slag and clay we discharged, and haul all of it over to me. I'm going to build you the most impregnable city wall, stamped with ultimate defensive armor 10 times over. Its name is cement. Mix limestone with clay, and fire it in a high-temperature kiln. Once it's fully baked, take it out along with the steel waste slag, and grind it all into the finest powder for me. Su, what the hell are you up to? You've kept the whole army up all night, just to make this pile of mud. And this can hold off 10,000 troops? Mud. My prince, finish your soup. And try not to drop your jaw in a moment. He Feng, have the men use planks at the camp gate to build a mold 1 meter thick, and pour all the slurry into it. Then wait. Wait. Wait for what? Wait for it to hydrate and harden. This is the ultimate defense you spoke of? A wall of mud. Chairman Su. I can punch straight through a mud wall like this. Oh, is that so? General He, give us a demonstration. Damn. The general's iron palm couldn't even break a chunk of mud. Let me give it a try. What in the world is this stone? How is it harder than crystal steel? This is called Portland cement concrete. The hydration reaction forms an extremely dense crystal structure. With this slurry, we no longer need to carve stone out of mountains to build walls. From this day on, the northern wilderness enters full first-level war readiness construction. Zhang Dabiao, take 30,000 men and pour a defensive line 10 meters high and 5 meters thick of pure cement. He Feng, take 20,000 men to pave roads with cement. Present, sir. The emperor wants to blockade us, doesn't he? When spring comes and the snow melts and he sends his army, he'll discover in despair that he no longer faces a starving, freezing northern wilderness camp, but a fortress risen from the ground, impervious to blade and spear, a modern industrial stronghold forged of steel and cement. Pour faster, tamp it down. Crush out every air bubble for me. If air pockets are left inside the wall, one winter freeze and it'll all crack apart. Yes, Chairman. Warner, take a break. This wall already runs 10 li. Never mind the court's troops. Even the King of Heaven himself couldn't smash through it. 10 li is nothing. My goal is to seal the entire northern wilderness border, completely shut with cement. This is 100,000 top-grade laborers, all free. Feed them just 3 meals of potato noodles a day, and they unleash this terrifying productivity. If I don't squeeze them dry, I'd be unworthy of my chairman's title. Cousin, what's wrong with you? What happened? Is it poison? Quiet, don't panic. His pulse is extremely weak. Heart rate too fast. His muscles are cramping violently, uncontrollably. What's going on? Something's happened to the prince. It's not just here at the worksite. Back at the main camp, hundreds of the brothers just collapsed too. The physician looked and said it's collapse sickness. Collapse? They eat potato stewed meat every day. How could they collapse? It's hyponatremia, salt depletion. Let me ask you. Has the salt supply to the smelting camp been cut off? Hefeng, what's going on? Didn't I tell you to send men to the black market? To buy salt at any price? My prince, there's none to be had. That cur of an emperor issued a triple embargo decree. The whole southern pass is sealed tight by the imperial guard. Not even a fly can get through. Every black market merchant has been seized and their clans wiped out. Anyone who dares sell to the northern wilderness dies with 9 generations of their family. To keep the work going, all I can do is pour a little extra vinegar into the communal pot each day. Supply severed. That cur of an emperor, what a vicious move. Without salt, we can't even hold a blade steady. The emperor means to slowly wear us down. And leave us to die out here. Hefeng, muster 30,000 cavalry. Even if I have to cut straight through the pass today. I'll seize back the salt. But the heavy snow has sealed the mountains. Cavalry can't charge through it all. Drawing your blade at the slightest thing. Who do you think you are, a street thug? So we're out of salt, big deal. No need to carry on like it's the end of the world. Lady Sue, this is no joke. 3 days without salt and a man can't even walk. Where are we going to find enough salt for 100,000 people? Where? Less than 50 li from camp. Isn't there the largest open air mineral lake in all of Great Qian? Begging for scraps while sitting on a mountain of gold. That's exactly you lot, a pack of ancient illiterates. Are you mad? There's nothing that way but White Ghost Lake. Not a blade of grass grows within 100 li. Its waters are deadly poison. The locals call those rocks ghost stone. You can't even touch them. You want to send the whole army to eat poison? When I call you illiterates, you really don't argue the point, do you? The water runs white and nothing grows. Because it's an extremely high concentration inland salt. An alkali lake. Besides table salt, the water also holds magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, and other heavy metal impurities, bitter and toxic. Eaten raw, it kills. Then what good is any of that? If it's poison, how could we eat it? Just separate out the toxins. And what's left is top-grade salt, isn't it? My prince, prepare 100 large cauldrons. 5,000 caddies of quicklime. 10,000 caddies of plant ash. Today, this chairman is going to show you old country brutes a demonstration of what hardcore chemical purification means. Turning stone into gold. First, chip off those white toxic salt crystals. Put them in the pot. Add lake water, boil, and dissolve. Ha, Lady Sue. The water boils down to a yellowish brown. Bitter and sharp on the nose. One whiff makes you dizzy. Can we really eat this? Water, this is the legendary poison brine water. Don't botch it and poison us all to death here. She's just a madwoman. If this poison water can turn into salt, I'll eat this iron pot raw. What's the rush? Now comes the core technology. Plant ash and quicklime. Our natural purifiers and precipitants. There. What is this? At the bottom of the water, how did all this white mud appear out of nowhere? An acid-base neutralization reaction has displaced out the magnesium ions that cause the bitterness and toxicity, and the heavy metal ions. Gently pour off the clear brine on top, and run it through a charcoal vat for a second filtering. It's clear. The water's as clear as a mountain spring. Not a trace of bitterness left. The final step. Boil it down over high heat. Evaporate and crystallize. Off the fire. This is salt. My prince, test it for poison. Well, finest salt in the world. Enough for the whole army. Ha ha ha, we have salt. We're no longer at anyone's mercy. Long live the chairman. Idle, they truly are just idle. I've finally come back to life. Amazing, even poison water can become a mountain of gold. Is this woman even human, or a spirit? Warner, you didn't just save 100,000 soldiers' lives. You also gave the northern wilderness an endless, self-renewing source of wealth. Broaden your horizons, my dear husband. This is only a small appetizer. Without warm clothing, we still won't survive this winter. I'm going to use these sheep to squeeze the last copper out of the capital's nobles. Chairman, you don't understand. Sheepskin reeks something awful. Worn on the body it's heavy and it draws wild beasts. Killing the hen to get the eggs is what fools do. What I want is the wool. Wool is full of grease and dung, stiff as steel wire. You can't spin it into anything. That's because you don't understand what an advanced chemical degreasing process is. Tomorrow, send men to capture 10,000 sheep alive. Stop running, you beast. Leave your wool behind. Light the fire, boil the water. Prepare the reaction vat. Lady Sue, are you frying dough sticks? Frying your head. Pour the cold lye water into the hot oil pot, quickly. This. What is this stuff? It's called soap. Throw those stinking fleeces in and stir like mad. Then rinse them out in the moat. This is 100 times softer than the finest cotton. The South tributes to the Emperor. And that's not all. Sue Bowen. Here. Your servant is here, Chairman. Watch closely. This is called an assembly line. Mechanized production. Hot, it's so hot. This garment's 100 times lighter than a sheepskin coat. Yet 1,000 times warmer. Water, you're not only the god of the northern wilderness. You're also my, stop right there. Load all the remaining top-grade coats and fine salt onto the carts. My live-in husband, take the cavalry to Southern Pass. We're going to deliver a little gift to the capital's nobles. An extremely expensive local specialty. General, calm your anger. Have some hot water to ward off the cold. Is this damn stuff water or mud broth? Where's the salt? The salt I told you to put in the water? To choke off those northern rebels. The court issued a triple embargo, cutting every supply route from the capital to the north. Those wine-soaked fat cats in the Ministry of War took the charcoal and fur caps the court allotted for us at Southern Pass to keep out the cold, skimmed them off layer by layer, and traded them all for pretty girls on the Qinhuai riverbank. Damn it all. Now, we can't even get a single ounce of clean salt. Brothers, all we can drink is this silt dug from the back hills. This bitter, brackish water. So bitter it turns the stomach. Damn it, a pack of good-for-nothing wine sacks ruining the country. Every day sending carrier pigeons, pushing me to guard the line tight. Not to let even a fly into the northern wilderness. If this keeps up, my own soldiers will freeze and starve to death on these walls first. General, watch your words. Watch my words. Watch my words, my ass. My own life's about to run out. Still, cold and hungry as we are at the pass. Those northern wilderness dogs who just tore up the imperial decree, the rebel northern garrison army, must have it 10,000 times worse than us. The court long ago cut the northern wilderness off from the south's cotton and the south's salt. Yan Xiaoyuan's 100,000 troops now have neither warm clothing nor salt. Out on that northern wilderness ice at 30 below. No matter how well they fight, within 10 days, they'll freeze to death by the score. The general sees it truly. The court's treacherous, ruthless tactics are vicious indeed. They may half kill us in the bargain, but they'll surely wear the northern garrison army to death. Strike at the heart of the enemy. That's the damned northern garrison rebels. What are they wearing? Those white garments, could it be cotton? That's wrong. The court clearly ordered us to seal off every route for cotton and cloth. Where did they get warm winter clothes? General. Look, has that prince at the front arrived yet? The way this horse jolts, this chairman's stomach acid is about to come up. Today's overtime pay had better be doubled. We're here. My security squad is fully in position. Chairman, the rest is up to you. Security captain, well done. I'll add a big drumstick to your lunch today. You illiterates up on the wall, listen up. Today I brought some of our northern specialties to bring warmth to the freezing brothers at Southern Pass. We're doing charity. Loose arrows, loose the arrows. The prince's diamond blade cuts through iron like mud. General Liu, I guarantee this cast iron gate of yours won't survive 2 swings of my husband's blade. Care to test it? Suwan, what on earth are you after? 2 armies at war and you bring these pack mules. What for? To do business? Set up our mobile wilderness survival showroom. Right here. Yes, ma'am. What is that smell? Why does it smell so good? My prince, don't just stand there stuffing your face. Let me go. And serve those few guests at the gate, frozen stiff as ice sculptures, some tea. General Liu. Don't just stand there, sit. Someone, serve General Liu our Northern Wilderness Heavy Industries signature dish. Northern Wilderness pork and pickled cabbage stewed with noodles. Yes, Chairman. Right away. Suwan, I am a commissioned officer of the Great Court. I have received the Emperor's grace. I will never fall for you rebels sugar-coated bribes and temptations. If you've got the nerve, kill me right now. If I take one bite of your food, my name isn't Liu. Fine, then change it to Sue. My Northern Wilderness Heavy Industries is short a deputy chief of gate security. General Liu. Stop holding out. Your soldiers can't even get refined salt anymore, can they? Because of the avalanche, the court can't ship in winter supplies or refined salt at all. Nonsense. My pass is amply supplied. We have everything we need. Stop pretending. Look at your cracked, chapped lips, and your soldiers' slack, trembling muscles. Textbook severe electrolyte depletion. If you don't get salt soon, come spring when the snow melts, you won't have the strength to draw a bow. You'll be crippled, plain and simple. What is this? White jade powder. White jade powder. Use your head, would you? This is what I, the chairman, personally extracted from White Ghost Lake. Premium snowflake refined salt. White Ghost Lake. That's a poison lake, full of toxic swamp water. You actually brought poison water. Trying to poison me, this general? An uneducated great general is a terrifying thing. I explained this before. That was just alkaline water tainted with heavy metals. I, the chairman, used plant ash and quicklime to precipitate out the heavy metals, then filtered it again with activated charcoal and crystallized it. This salt is 10,000 times purer than the imperial tribute salt, reserved for your great court's capital. Sweet. Not a trace of bitterness. Sweet as can be. Don't believe it? General Liu, give it a taste. In all this world, there truly is such a miracle. General. What's wrong? Is it poisoned? Poisoned my foot. This is 10,000 times better than the tribute salt the emperor granted me. Hurry, pack me a whole sack. A whole sack. General Liu, trying to freeload, are you? You want the salt? Fine, put your money down. How much? 10 taels of silver per caddy. 10 taels? That's robbery. Even the finest green salt is only 50 coppers a caddy. That stuff is garbage. How could it compare to my snowflake salt? Besides, do you have a choice right now? If you don't buy my salt, your 30,000 troops won't even be able to grip their blades. And when the northern wilderness barbarians attack, you'll lose the pass, and the emperor will wipe out your whole clan. So tell me, is your entire clan worth more? Or is salt at 10 taels a caddy worth more? And I'm not just selling salt. Look at this garment of mine. Pure northern wilderness wild sheep wool, processed through my own advanced chemical treatment. A degreasing craft that removes all the stink and grease. Soft as a cloud. 3 times warmer than cotton. The northern wilderness brand premium cashmere coat. Put it on, and you could stand a full day in snow at 30 below, without a single shiver. This is truly a garment fit for the immortals. 50 caddies lighter than my old iron-plated armor. Yet 100 times warmer. Chairman, are these coats for sale too? Of course. Only 100 taels of silver each. No credit accepted. Is 100 taels expensive? General Liu. You don't have to buy. But I promise you. In a moment, I'll haul all these goods down to the walls of Southern Pass. Go, and sell them to those ordinary soldiers of yours. The ones freezing to death, tell me, would they rather freeze to death in the snow? For the court's empty, meaningless blockade order, and die frozen in the snow? Or trade the blades and iron in their hands? Even the copper coins in the fortress? To buy back their own lives? Suwan. You're trying to break the morale of my Southern Pass. Wrong, General. This isn't breaking anything. This is the grand opening ceremony of the Southern Pass branch of Northern Wilderness Heavy Industry and Agriculture Group. I know your Southern Pass doesn't have much silver on hand. And I, the chairman, don't care for your worthless copper coins. I want the mountains of iron ore piled up in your fortress. I want the moldy stores in your warehouses. The cotton and saltpeter you can't use but I can. I also want your 30,000 garrison troops, working in shifts every day on the outskirts of Black Death Forest, clearing wasteland, building roads and cement greenhouses. If you agree. From now on the brothers of Southern Pass will have endless snowflake salt to eat, endless cashmere shirts to wear, and pork and pickled cabbage stew with noodles at every meal. And if you refuse, my security squad wouldn't mind escorting you to the capital to meet the emperor right now. General Liu, have you decided? And what is this thing that cleans away dirt? This is called soap. A gift to you. For bathing. To wash away that stench of poverty and ignorance. And the rotting smell of men about to freeze to death. Chairman Su. Look at my qualifications, this great general. Could I be a deputy general manager at the branch? Great general my foot. Hurry and haul every last bit of iron ore from the warehouse over to the chairman. Anyone who dares even glance at the chairman, I'll skin them alive. Long live Lady Su. Chairman. Are you satisfied with my security work, Captain that I am? Barely passable. Tomorrow I'll promote you. To head of security for Northern Wilderness Group. Just a section chief? I'd rather be the chairman's bedside companion. Stop right there. No office romances. Hurry off and get to work. Get Lu Xiong's 30,000 laborers properly organized. Before spring. I want the cement road between Southern Pass and the Northern Wilderness, fully open to traffic. Yes, Chairman. Hurry, hurry, pour this cartload of cement in. The chairman said. Before nightfall today. We finish paving this 10-li stretch of highway. And tonight the mess hall gets braised pork as a bonus. Good, good. Chairman, Your Highness. The strange vehicle you had built at the high tower has already been delivered. Oh, assembled already? Come, let's inspect it. What on earth is this thing? Chairman, why are the wheels iron wrapped around wood? And between the wheel and the frame? These few curved steel plates, what are they for? This is called a multi-leaf steel spring suspension system. On your great quartz carriages, the axle connects straight to the cabin, so the slightest bump in the road sends the shock straight through the whole cart. Go even a little fast, and the cargo gets rattled to pieces. The passengers jolted into a concussion, so I used the fine steel smelted in my blast furnace to forge these highly elastic steel plates. They absorb 80% of the road's impact. And that's not all. Inside the axle, I added simple ball bearings, cast from molten steel and polished down. The precision can't match modern industry, but greased with lard. The friction is at least 5 times lower than your great quartz crude wooden axles, cut by a factor of 5. Don't understand? No matter. One test drive and you'll see. Pick the 10 strongest warhorses and hitch them up. Load 5,000 caddies of pig iron, and take a lap on that stretch of cement road we just finished. 5,000 caddies? Chairman, our great quartz finest heavy-duty carts. For horses pulling 2,000 caddies is the absolute limit. 5,000 caddies? This frame will fall apart on the spot. When I tell you to go, you go. What's all this chatter? Yes. At ease. Heavens above. This speed, this carrying capacity. If we used it to move troops and grain, who in the world could stand against the Northern Garrison Army's iron? Chairman, how on earth does your mind even work? Enough flattery. The logistics system is solved. He phone. Present, sir. Take the 50,000 premium cashmere coats we produced over these 2 weeks, and the 50,000 caddies of snowflake silver salt. Load it all onto the carts, and haul it to the trading market at Southern Pass. Drain every last coin from those wealthy dogs in the great quartz capital. My lord, calm your anger. Useless. Ever since the heavy snow sealed the mountains, nothing but a pack of useless fools. The southern cotton merchants have hoarded and cornered the market. Prices have already risen tenfold, and the charcoal in the manor is nearly burned out. The old madam was coughing from the cold all last night. Do you think I don't know it's expensive? The emperor has decreed again and again strict inspections at every checkpoint. No merchant caravan is allowed to trade with the northern wilderness, and it's cut off the trade routes across the entire north. But the household still needs to eat and be clothed. Now, forget cotton coats. Even the green salt on the market is nearly gone. My lord, wonderful news. What wonderful news? Has a corpse risen from the grave? No, no. It's the caravan. The one you sent a few days ago to the southern pass border, to try their luck at the black market. They're back. They brought back a batch of the most heaven-defying treasures. What treasures could they possibly have? They don't even have winter coats themselves. What is this fabric? The caravan says. It's called Northern Wilderness Premium Cashmere Sweater. My lord, quick, put it on and try it. This is truly a garment fit for the immortals. Where did that caravan find such a treasure? Why has the capital never seen it before? The caravan says. The Northern Garrison Army made it at Southern Pass, sold by the Northern Wilderness Heavy Industry Group. My lord, look at this too. It's sweet. No taste of mud or grit. This is salt fit for humans. Quick, tell me, how much per caddy for this salt? How much each for these cashmere coats? I'll buy up every last one. Salt is 100 taels a caddy. The coats. 1,000 taels each. What? Why don't they just rob people instead? My lord, the caravan told us. They have no trouble selling at all. That place has gone completely mad. The Northern Garrison Army built some kind of miracle cement road. Carts fly along it. And now every greedy rich merchant in the land is charging toward Southern Pass like sharks, scenting blood. And the caravan says. That Chairman Sue Person announced. Northern Wilderness supplies are limited, so they're running hunger marketing and a VIP quota system. Without the black card they issue, even if you bring 10,000 taels of gold, they won't sell you a single grain of salt. Hunger marketing. Get on the books for a VIP quota, hurry. For treasures like these, even if it ruins me, I must buy them back to present as tribute. To the Emperor and the Empress Dowager. Open up. Sister, I've got money to spare. Give me 10 caddies of snowflake salt. I'll pay 2,000 extra for a cashmere coat. I'm begging you, open the door. Chairman, the people outside are freezing and already cursing. Are we really still not opening? What's the rush? This is hunger marketing pushed to the limit. These people are used to lording it over the capital. Anything too easy to get. They won't value it. And if they lose patience and storm the place? With these firepower emplacements, even if the Emperor sent the Imperial Guard, I could blast them all into mincemeat. Lu Xiong, open the gate and let the sheep in. Back off, this group. They backed off. Charge, charge. This. Northern King, don't be afraid. We're a legitimate enterprise, operating within the law. Today is the first day our trading center opens. To thank you gentlemen for traveling so far to bring your money, we've decided to hold a little auction. No more chatter. The rules, cashmere coats start at 1,000 taels of silver. Snowflake refined salt starts at 500 taels of silver, per caddy, with each bid raised by no less than 100 taels. This is daylight robbery. Where's the law? Oh, this old gentleman thinks it's too expensive? Lu Xiong, shut the gate. Cut off the heating. No, don't cut the heat. I'll buy. Is that not enough? See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Then let the auction begin now. First item. Northern Wilderness Supreme Edition Snowfox Fur Collared Cashmere Coat. Starting price 1,000 taels. 1,100. 1,500. 2,000 taels. This coat has to be mine. Who dares fight me for it? 5,000 taels. Zhao bids 5,000 taels. The chairman has gone mad. They've all gone mad. 5,000 taels for a single garment. With these 100,000 garments of ours, wouldn't that fetch 50 million taels of silver? A fortune. The National Treasury's tax revenue for a whole year is only 30 million taels. So spineless, gone mad over this already. When that old emperor discovers that the treasury silver he uses to pay his troops has all flowed into our northern wilderness pockets, will he keel over from rage on the spot? All I know is, the realm of great fortune will soon bear the name Su. Report. I report to the king, my lord chairman. In the snow 3 li outside the trading center's perimeter, we caught several sneaking spies. Their skills were formidable. They wounded a dozen of our brothers. They're the Emperor's blood-drop covert agents. Their gear was top-notch, carrying flying claws and knockout drugs. They confessed that the Emperor never believed Southern Pass would rebel. He sent them to slip into the camp amid the chaos and steal the cement formula and the fire-taming secret arts, and if that failed, to assassinate the chairman.